What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of our goalie career. Today, we're taking on the red-hot Seattle Kraken, the team that is coming off an impressive season, to say the least. They've been dominant all year long. They're headed to the playoffs, which is, remarkable to see considering some of the records around the league. I believe they're currently sitting third, right behind the Oilers. And for us, we're just looking to finish off the season strong. This might be our final game. I think we'll probably have one more before the playoffs, given our last two games are back-to-back. But if this is our last game, let's just finish off strong, get, good habits going into the playoffs. I'm hopeful we'll get maybe one or two starts in the playoffs, but you really just don't know given how good the team and Adin Hill has been. So gotta have our A game here. Seattle has been really good, like I was talking about. It's a home matchup against the faithful in Las Vegas, Nevada. And we just have to, like I said, piece it all together and head to the playoffs on a high note. We've had some milestones throughout the team, some really good solo individual milestones. Obviously guys like Alex Holtz and Barbashev having career years. You have Jack Eichel crossing that 100-point tally that in our last video. I'm assuming he's gotten a few more since then. But it is the final grudge match, Seattle and Vegas. This one is settle the season series. We'll have to have a peek to see if Shea Theodore is back in the lineup. He was injured in our last video. Kind of funny to see White Cloud getting that on the defensive side, leading the first line onto the ice. But nonetheless, it should be a fun one. It looks like Shea Theodore is not back as Noah Hannafin lines up for the opening faceoff alongside Alex Pietrangelo. And it's going to be the Vegas Golden Knights coming away with the opening puck drop here in Las Vegas, Nevada at the T-Mobile Arena. Jordan Eberle now the captain, leading his team back to, I shouldn't even say back to playoffs, it's a new team to the playoffs for the first time in franchise history. I don't think they made it in their first year, did they? I don't think they pulled a Vegas. Shot onto Joey Decord. Even in real hockey, Joey Decord is having a fantastic season for the Kraken. Reason why they've held on to so many games here in the early goings of the 24-25 season. Jack Eichel once again taking the faceoff against Jared McCann, who only a year or two ago scored about 40 goals. The man has talent for sure. Barbashev now working it back to Mark Stone, who just absolutely drives it past the glove of Joey Decord for his 29th of the season, 1 goal away from joining those players at 30 on the season. And what a remarkable start here. It's just a crisscross with the defenseman. You can see a body sprawling in front of the shot, unable to block it. I believe it was actually don't know who that was. Somebody jumped up on the play, I believe, from the defense. And Joey Decord unable to read that one. And it squirts by him for a 1-0 early lead here as this season continues to roll. And there you have it, nearly joining Alexander Holtz and Jack Eichel. So many players within 1 or 2 goals, but the season is drawing to a close. So time's running out for those who want to try and achieve that 30-goal milestone. But it's been a phenomenal year from our top 6, even our top 9 players on this team. Jordan Eberle now back across to McCann, who tries to backdoor it, unable to find that open ice. Now Mark Stone, who just scored, tries to rip home his 30th, and Decord will make no mistake this time. But I gotta thank you guys. It's been a super fun season so far. I mean, we've had a lot of ups, we've had a lot of downs, but for the most part, this has been a remarkable Be a Pro goalie career season 1. I think we're in the hunt for the Calder. I don't expect we'll win it, but I'm hoping that a couple people give us some top seed votes. We've had a pretty great year, 20-something starts, 25 starts maybe, a .916 save percentage up until this game. We're just looking to get better each and every game. I mean, career mode is a very long mode. You go through balls in your career. Like I said, we're still the backup, and I expect we'll be the backup for a little bit, unless Adin Hill decides to just all of a sudden be crap, or maybe we make a goalie change. And is that a tip in front, or is that just Vince Dunn with a howitzer from the blue line for his 11th on the season? And I thought we were in perfect position for that one. Some good puck cycling. He wound up. I mean, that is that BS cheese that NHL or EA has added into this year's NHL game. And with nearly 100 miles per hour, that one at least looking pretty realistic. The windup is kind of a silly animation. We were just about there. What an absolute howitzer from Dunn to get this one all square at 1 goal apiece. The puck goes low. It's Pietrangelo losing that play. Look at the puck cycling. And I mean, this is what I mean. This animation is so cheesy. Like, It's so fast, I can't even slow it down to see it. Oh, well, his arm also broke on the play. Yeah, I think we might have a bit of a problem. I'm no expert, but anyway, once he gets it settled, it's an absolute blast. Mark Stone just about in good position on that one. We read the play, we just didn't get our glove up in time. It was just a hard slap shot. That one-timer accuracy adds a whole bunch to it, and on the first goal in the second straight game, we have allowed the opening goal. Not a big deal. Like it said, it's not something you can really get too rustled by. It's, you know, as a still only, what, 78 overall goaltender, maybe not even that. That's a shot that is a little unrealistic, but it's also very extremely hard to make that save in this year's game. Tolvanen now working his way off the boards, done. Back to Tolvanen. Tolvanen crisscrossing at the blue line, loses the puck. It was Montour. Thomas Hertl now up to William Karlsson. William Karlsson into Seattle territory, shrugs off the hit. Now back in front, some good passing plays from the Vegas Golden Knights. So a couple of really good plays here early to start this hockey game from both teams. A lot of nice puck cycling. You can see why Seattle is so effective, but at the same time, you can see why we've had success in the offensive zone ourselves. A lot of small passes, sharp passes. People are starting to drive the puck towards the front of the net, which only leads to good things as Eberle loses that battle to Pietrangelo this time. Hanifin getting caught up with his defense partner. We're hoping to have Shea Theodore back in time for the playoffs, but if he's missed about 2 weeks now, you got to assume it's a pretty substantial injury. You hope nothing for the best. He's a big part of this team, but we've had really good efforts from guys filling in for injuries this year, and this is no exception as Hanifin, the AI, unable to pick up that one in a play in front. Scrambling in front. Now William Karlsson dropping down to help out his defenseman. He loses the battle to Jordan Eberle, but some second efforts there by the boys in gold, and now Thomas Hertl will work his way back in. Thomas Hertl down low. Handle on the boards, it squirts free, and Holtz there to help out his teammate. Back down low as he kicks into the corner. McCann will find that one first. Jamie Alexiak up to Eberle. Eberle winds up. He tries getting a shot, and he's rubbed off the puck. So some fast play, some physical play. It's been a pretty fast period. 10 minutes down already in this one, and we've barely started this video, so sometimes you get games where there's not a ton of whistles and the pace of play just continues. You get line change after line change, and the rhythm is just very fluid as Jack Eichel now trying to find his way to the front of the net, wins that battle, but it's poked free by Decord. Now Chandler Stevenson, former Vegas Golden Knights. He's also been a big part of that. Puck squirts free. Been a big part of that Seattle team and their recent success. Barbashev. He'll bring the puck forward. Barbashev loses it for a moment, but wins that battle with a hard pass in front, and it goes all the way to Chandler Stevenson. Stevenson now in, drop pass, a little bit of deflection in front. Will hang on now as our goalie is doing some weird animations due to that puck. And oh my lord, what a turnover and an even bigger save as Stevenson strips that puck away. And that's the second line of Hag and Whitecloud just not clicking. Again, Whitecloud's kind of been a little bit of a weak link on that back end, but when he plays with Hanifin, you can see that they have some chemistry. Because Hanifin's playing on that first pairing, Hag has had to elevate his game, and they just really haven't found any rhythm so far. A great pass, a head pass for Pietrangelo as he streams in, back to Keegan Kolesar, and a tip in front by Pietrangelo. What an unbelievable sequence. That was Nicholas Waugh in the defensive zone, spotting Pietrangelo, who took off once his forward gained possession of that puck. It's a hard wrist shot that Decord fights off, but it goes all the way back to Keegan Kolesar. A nice hard shot and a beautiful tip in front by Alex Pietrangelo, the defenseman getting involved, getting back in front of the net and tipping this one home for his 10th goal of the season. What a play by the boys. That's a third line effort with the help of one of our best defensemen getting involved offensively. You love to see that effort. Kolesar and Waugh both picking up assists. That's how you get it done, ladies and gentlemen. 2-1 hockey game now for the Vegas Golden Knights. Wow, you love seeing that. Some good effort. Some good passing plays again. I know I'm talking about both. Okay. Matty Beniers absolutely just dumpsters us. Backhand, forehand, rip it home before I can even finish my sentence. What a play by Matty Beniers. Look at that deke. And my goalie just didn't even react. My goalie did not even react on that dangle. I wonder if the vision was just, yeah, he was just completely gone by Noah Hannafin. Can't blame Hannafin. He got in front of the shooter. What patience and what effort by Matty Beniers to get this one tied 2-2 just as quickly as Vegas went up. Yeah, sometimes the vision still isn't where it needs to be, the reaction time. I probably could have cheated a little bit and used a save effort to the right side, but if I did that, I risked myself leaving the left side open, a little deep in my crease, but that screen in front by Hannafin and my AI just did not even react to the shot at all. It's a beautiful goal for both teams, 2-2 hockey game. And it's a battle for the top of the Pacific, man. I mean, we might play these guys at some point in the playoffs. As a poke check coming off the stick of Decord. Nicholas Wall working hard against 2 Seattle Kraken. Dunn now, forward. Vince Dunn got things started here for for Seattle. Mark Stone now up, going one-on-one, gets that puck poked away by Hannafin, streams in, and the puck is also blocked. Jared McCann through the neutral zone, dumps that one down low. He'll give chase, but Pietrangelo will get there first. Now back to his defense partner and up to Stone. Stone back to Barbashev, returns it for Jack Eichel. Eichel back pass, and we've seen him enter that slot position at the hash mark so many times. And usually he's able to find a seam to the front of the net. This time it's blocked in front, and an easy save for Decord. Yeah, I love these Be a Pro playthroughs. I love seeing what AI do. I love seeing what teams do. And I love when you get to a point in the season where you're starting to see teams that maybe are overperforming as well as underperforming, but the ones that overperform. And Seattle is right there. I mean, I would never expect Seattle to beat other teams for a playoff spot. But they basically had this thing secured back in like February. We kept talking about them after that Christmas break. Seattle just had everything clicking for them, and they were near the top. They closed the gap to us. Remember, we're on, like, I keep calling it a historic season, but it really is. I mean, 50-something wins, no signs of slowing down. I mean, playoffs are a different beast, and who knows what's going to happen. But when Seattle closes the gap to like 7 points at one time in the season, you're thinking, oh my God, are these guys really the real deal? And then they just continued it. They locked up the playoff spot. And now they have a chance to make a run for the Stanley Cup, and that's always exciting to see. I mean, you look at the Eastern Conference, and you got your, Toronto's, your Florida's, teams like that. I don't actually know. I say Florida, but I think it's Tampa who's actually doing really well. I'm not quite sure the Panthers are nearly as good as they were last year in this video game. And what a play there. Carlson gets that shot low off the pads of Joey Decord, and Thomas Hertl right on the doorstep finds empty space behind him for his 28th. Now 2 goals away from that 30 marker as well, and his season has really lit up since joining that second line, and what an effort. Just gets to the puck ahead of Brandon Montour, takes the hit afterwards to boot. But what a play. A give and go. William Karlsson cuts to the middle. It's a nice low shot. It risks any shot or any rebound going into the corner off the blocker. It's low. It's hard enough where it bounces to the right spot. And Thomas Hertl will tie William Karlsson now for 28 goals on this season. Unbelievable effort here by the entire second line, all getting involved on that goal. And now a 3-2 lead. We'll make sure we'll try and shut the door so we don't give up another one right away for Seattle to tie it. Almost won there as we came off our post just very quickly. And now some struggles in front as Tolvanen, working alone, challenges 3 Vegas Golden Knights players and gets about 2 or 3 whacks at the net there. Jack Eichel with a nice strip there. But as we were saying, the Atlantic Division kind of very obvious. But you do have teams like Ottawa who have found their way into a playoff spot. So a lot of Atlantic teams cracking through this season, putting it all together. Not cracking, cracking. White Cloud just wristed that one off the face of the Seattle Kraken right as the whistle went. My oh my, what an entertaining first period offensively. 3-2. I bet you both goaltenders would like a couple of those ones back, but realistically, they're just very good scoring chances that they've managed to capitalize on. And who is this? That is Oliver Bjorkstrand, right at the buzzer. Gets, oh no. Oh, right off the jaw. And hopefully for him, I kind of want to make that the, I kind of want to make, on. Oh, I can't. Oh, I can't get it where like his head's snapping back just as the puck hits him, but that's a pretty funny one right there. There you go. White Cloud absolutely missing his marker. Bjorkstrand getting in front, and that ends the first period with a puck to the face. 3-2 is your hockey game as we get set for the second period here in Las Vegas, Nevada. You can hear the crowd. They're waiting for the playoffs. We're back, baby. We want another opportunity to bring the Stanley Cup back to Las Vegas, the party city that never sleeps. You just hope that you can get it done. Barbashev now wins that battle back in front, and another good luck for Mark Stone. He's looked pretty dangerous here lately. Remember, he's come off a few injuries again this year. He's really found a stride alongside alongside Jack Eichel. It was Jordan Eberle who took a hard wrist shot. We find that one and snatch it out of the air for our 8th save on 10 shots. There you have it. 6th in the season. In the league are the Kraken. So not even that they're doing amazing in the Pacific, they're also 6th in the entire league. That's a great season. Very fun, very rewarding. They've worked hard. Mark Stone trying to ring it off that pad, and Hannafin had to turn around there, could not get his stick under control, and now it's cleared for the Kraken. Pietrangelo finds that puck again, wins another battle. Mark Stone down low, turns away from his man, and another one-timer. What a good puck sequence there. It was blocked in front. Mark Stone shovels it forward, and I believe it was Jack Eichel who got the last lick on a Joey Decord. I'm excited for playoffs. I know I've talked about it for so long now. It seems like we're getting closer and closer, but with a back-to-back remaining, I gotta think we're getting one of those 2 starts, especially given that the coach has rested Adin Hill a lot going down the stretch. He's been good too. I mean, he's coming off a shutout. He's been strong. He looks like he's playoff ready, and for the most part, I'm excited to see what happens. We might not... Okay, Alex Holtz, 35 on the season as he just walks in off the faceoff and roofs that over the glove of Decord. Unbelievable play here by Alexander Holtz. And I mean, this is going to be a sleeper agent in the playoffs. He's going to be somebody that we can rely upon when we need offense. He has been so good on that second line all year. Great effort by Hurdle to reach back and get that, as it looked like the Seattle player tried to step around him. No, it was the winger who came in and poked it free. He gets it back. And look at this effort. Oh my Lord. That's just a in-your-face shot by Alexander Holtz for his 35th of the season now. And with 3 games remaining, he could reach that 40 marker. It's going to be tough. It's going to be challenging. What a season for the young man. Career high numbers all around. He's been really good. I don't even remember what we were talking about. Oh, talking about the playoffs. Like, I want us to play a game. I really hope that we make it far enough or get a chance to play at least one game. But anything can happen as a backup, right? We just want to make sure that the boys are playing well. We're going to look at every box score. We're going to make sure we break it all down for you. And then if we get in between the crease, we'll be sure to have a little bit lengthier games, maybe 10 to 12 minute periods. Really give us the challenge, high shots, high scoring chances, and see if we can hold our own. But we got to get there first. Like I said, this is our 4th last game of the season. Just about at that marker. Finally, it hasn't been even that long of a season. It just feels like anytime you get closer and closer, it feels like it drags on longer and longer. So it'll be nice to get there. As Hurdle with the patience now, looking for his 29th, and he'll find that. This second line is by far the best in the NHL, and you can't change my mind. Ever since this man dropped to the second center position, they have looked ruthless out there, winning puck battles, winning faceoffs, scoring at an absurd rate. And now Thomas Hurdle will pot home his 29th of the season, 1 away from 30. And another great play by William Karlsson is now we're making the Kraken look like they don't belong here, and that's very weird. Remember, the grudge match this season is 1-1. This takes the cake, and I guess with fatigue settling in, maybe not giving it your all before the playoffs. For Vegas, I'm very proud to see the boys going out there and putting their best foot forward, giving us a chance to succeed. As Decord, exhausted, no stamina left, will just cover up for another whistle. 5-2, and we're barely into the second period. What an effort here in Nevada. And there's your season comparisons. 34 wins on the season for Joey Decord, a great number there. So even with the 2 goals, we're still holding on to that 916 save percentage. I would love to finish the season at 915 at least. That's a ridiculous number and something I didn't think we'd be able to do. But again, when the boys are playing so well in front of us and scoring at a ridiculous pace, it really does settle the nerves, and it gives you a chance to just go in there and play. Like, it's a video game at the end of the day, but when you having to make big save after big save, it does put pressure on you, and you typically slip up and make a lot of mistakes. Is talking about slipping up, Noah Hannafin with a brutal giveaway right in front of the net, and Andrei Burakovsky will bury this one 5-hole. He wins the puck battle to the front of the net. We just about got there. We got across. We followed it. But I actually poke checked there. I know we've talked about this season and how the AI animations typically poke check when we don't want it. I maybe shouldn't have played that puck out. I didn't think Noah Hannafin would just give the puck back. I go for the poke check as it's sliding in front. We get over, but we're opening up our legs. And Burakovsky makes no mistake, and he will pot home his 18th of the season to give the Kraken a bit of a spark of hope here. Still tons of time left. And I get a feeling this game might just end in a shooting gallery, which is kind of contradictory to what I just said about our save percentage, but I really do think this game is going to be cracked wide open. The floodgates are already open. 8 goals now in this one. And Seattle brings it back within 2. I'm not quite sure Jack Eichel fell onside there, but we'll take it now as Pietrangelo is just getting involved offensively in almost every single shift. Another great effort to find him. Barbashev driving the net, drop pass. Eichel did take a big hit here. Hopefully he's okay. We cannot afford to lose him. Seems like he'll be all right, just a little slow. Face off now in the offensive zone. Thomas Hertl in the second line back on the ice. He'll win that one cleanly. White Cloud with a shot. I would love to see Thomas Hertl with a hat trick and his 30th of the season, because he's deserved it. I mean, when he played alongside Eichel and Stone, like we talked about when he moved, I feel like he was kind of just getting some points here and there as a reward for being on that line with guys who were having unbelievable seasons. But since dropping down and focusing more on center, he's shown that he's not just the recipient of good play. He makes the good plays, and he gets rewarded for his hard effort. He's scored about 15 goals in the last month and a half, if not more. He's had a ton of assists. He's won so many faceoffs, and he's really made that second line an absolute powerhouse. Alexiak now to Bjorkstrand. Back to Alexiak and some turnovers. It'll be Hertl who will win that battle up to Holtz. Alex Holtz. He'll look for a shot, but it's going to be... And there it is! What a play is Karlsson. Backhand pass along the blue paint. And Thomas Hertl with his hat-trick goal at his 30th of the season. And William freaking Karlsson. What an unbelievable sequence. Wins the puck battle. Watch this pass along the paint. And just... beautiful patience, beautiful accuracy, dropping to one knee to make sure he gets all of that one. And for Joey Daccord, no chance. Thomas Hertl, unbelievable pass by Karlsson, gets his 30th of the season. It's a hat trick goal, and the crowd goes absolutely insane. What a play, what a game by both of these, all of these guys. I mean, Holtz kicked that off by winning the battle to get into the blue line. Unbelievable stuff here. 6-3, regaining that 3-goal advantage over the Kraken. Wow, dude. It has been a while since we've had a blowout goal-scoring game like this, where both teams are just scoring on every chance they get. And sometimes as a fan, you know, you love to see that. You obviously want to try and get a shutout every single game, but sometimes as a spectator, it's just a lot of fun to watch the boys go to work and put on an absolute clinic. And right now, I feel like both teams are making the most of their chances. Pietrangelo with another body shove there, wins the battle. Mark Stone challenged by McCann, and he feeds it across. Jordan Eberle, who's absolutely exhausted. And thankfully for that, as Pietrangelo is able to get back and take that puck away from him. A line change there. Barely too many men on the ice. Matty Beniers, he scored earlier. He'll get the puck back. Where is it? In the stick of Alex Pietrangelo, and now forward. Alex Holtz, another second line shift very quickly. The coach is feeling good about these guys. Hannafin with a drive on net. And I believe that's still Daccord, although I could be mistaken. I think he is 35. He'll shovel that one up and over the crowd, over the glass into the crowd. Wow, I feel like I can't catch my breath. There's so much action right now. 7:20 left in the second period, and it's 6-3. But look, this game's not even that unrealistic. We've seen some absolute ridiculous goal-scoring games in the real NHL this year. I mean, there's been multiple 8-goal games. I believe there's already been a 9-goal game as well. And there's William Karlsson making another power play. William Karlsson in with the patience, but he just whiffs. And now Hurdle, they're trying to spot the guy. He's had a hot stick all game. Why not? Karlsson keeps this one in. Back to Alex Holtz in the corner. Feeds it for Waugh. Nicholas Waugh on the ice. And Joey Decord will make a save. So Seattle's sticking with their goaltender. I mean, he's had 27 shots. A lot of these aren't really his fault. Fast-paced game. You love to see it. I'm still getting over my allergies / cold, whatever this is. We finally look like we're getting some winter weather. It actually snowed a little bit earlier. It's just a tiny brief amount. We are in Canada, so cold weather is looming, but oh my gosh, what a play. I did not even see him on the side of the net there. Thankfully, he hit the outside of the post and it corralled up and over. Jeez, those behind the net passes are so dangerous, dude. It is such a ridiculous thought to me that EA has programmed the computers in such a way where they try that nearly every chance they get. And the fact that it's so lethal is just terrifying. And we'll hold on to this one as we now have full pressure against us. 4 minutes left in the second period. But anyway, yeah, my voice is still a little scratchy, so I apologize if I sound a little worse for wear or the quality of my commentating is not quite where it's been. Hopefully soon we'll have snow and it'll be here to stay. No more up to 20 degrees, back down to -3. It's been ridiculous. Global warming, folks. Jack Eichel now tries to get a shot. He loses the puck. A good stick by Mark Stone, but Alexiak will regain that one. Now Bjorkstrand up to Tolvanen. Oh my gosh, I moved the wrong way on my joystick. That would have been nobody's fault but my own. Thankfully, it did not find the front of the net. Some good passing once again. Pietrangelo a tip in front, but it's corralled wide. Alexiak, a cross-seam pass to Eberle. Eberle along the half boards. His team and line mates jumping on to join him. Now back to Alexiak, challenged by Pietrangelo, and I believe that is Barbashev. Jordan Eberle, he's pushed down to the ice surface. And now return for Eichel, who, nearing the end of his shift, just needs to get off the ice here momentarily, but he cuts to the middle. Stone will win this battle. You can see Eberle making a dash for the bench. It'll be William Karlsson and Thomas Hurdle going back to work in the Seattle Kraken zone. I'm so amazed at how well this line has done. They are finding so much room and so much time and space out there. It's great. 50 seconds left now in the second period. Hurdle for the face-off. But it's going to be Jared McCann who will win this one back. Montour now. Big offseason acquisition for the Seattle Kraken. Obviously, Montour winning that Stanley Cup with the Florida Panthers decides to go over to Seattle, uproot his family, but he was very excited about it, and it's a good opportunity for him with a kind of new team. They're obviously breaking a lot of barriers. The female coach, I think her name's, I'm going to get this wrong. I feel like it's Jessica. I got to look that up. Awesome what they're doing there. I mean, more teams need to do that. Like, females can, like, they know the game, man. And if the I'm excited. There's a patch coming out soon, which will bring in the PWHL. I'm going to start a series on that. We're going to play as the Toronto Scepters, assuming it lets us do some sort of simulated season. Really excited that they brought those in, but I really wish more people or teams would bring in female coaches or supporting staff or whatever it might be, because, man, they know their stuff, and she's done some great stuff over in Seattle. What's her name? I'm going to look it up so I don't get this wrong. It is Jessica Campbell. First female full-time coach in the NHL. Unbelievable stuff. Really cool to see. It's too bad, like, they did just bring in coaches into this game, but only for franchise mode, I believe. So you won't see any of the head coaches. But it'd be really cool if they eventually found a spot where they can get the entire bench on there for you, or at least close to it, and you can see her in the game. But for now, we'll make do with our Be a Pro that it does have females in it, which is great. But it's all completely made up people, which is kind of comical sometimes. Eichel with a gift in front as Joey Decord tries to poke that past the hash marks. And a nice hard shot by Jack Eichel, who, even though he scored over his 100th point, I believe he has, I don't even know what he's at now. He's looked a little, this top line hasn't been as dominant. I mean, you obviously get a goal here and there, which is great. I'm talking purely points. They still look great offensively, and they're still working their asses off in the offensive zone. However, all the focus lately for me has been on that second line. It's just game and game again. They just look so good out there. I'm actually going to play this forward. I thought iCUE was going to go to the right, but he backhand passes it up to Barbashev. Unfortunately for Barbashev, just loses that puck to Montour. Jordan Eberle now crisscrossing with his defenseman. Dunn. McCann, a nice hard shot on the net. I thought that actually was going to get tipped, so I moved slightly over. Thankfully, still in good enough position to get a piece of that one. Mark Stone now down low, waiting for his line mate. Barbashev, and I mean, all right, I'll eat my own words. I still see you, boys. I still see that you could be that ruthless. 49 on the season. He's 1 away from 50. Jack Eichel with an unbelievable play. But what a sequence as he lets that one go. Barbashev gets it, and he goes to the opposite side of the net for just a gift of a pass. Watch right here. Mark Stone goes to spot him. He leaves that puck by lifting his stick, and I don't know if I've ever seen a defense or a computer make that call where he'll just, it looks like he's going to receive it, lifts his stick, goes the opposite way, and Barbashev spots him immediately. And it's his 49th of the season now for Jack Eichel. 102 points, regaining that lead over Connor McDavid. It's going to be a fight right to the end. Hopefully he can do it. It's been a remarkable season for the young man. Now up to 49 goals. What a story. So we had Thomas Hertl reaching his 30th with a hat trick. Can Jack Eichel find one more in this game or one of the next 3 to pot 50 goal season? Unreal. But for now, it's Alexander Holtz cutting back. William Karlsson, you got to think William Karlsson is due for a goal here shortly. I mean, man, the guy's looked lethal. But his passing has just been so exceptional. Again, the retooling of the lines might not seem like a big deal to you guys, but it really, you can just go back to when it happened and see so many guys change their game. On that second line, when Barbashev and Holtz were on the line with Karlsson, Karlsson was the guy getting into the goal-scoring lanes and being the one to shoot the puck. But he's such a good passer that he doesn't need to when Alex Holtz and Thomas Hertl are shooting the puck as well as they are. He can just make those beautiful cross-seam passes, big plays, and he's done that all game tonight, and he's done that all season since Hertl has joined him on that line. Somebody's down slow in that corner. I'm not quite sure it is. Looks like they get up okay. I think that was done. White Cloud driving to the front of the net. Remember, he has the boost in this game, which I still find is comical. But 7-3 is the score with 12 minutes left in the third and final regulation frame. Some bodies going everywhere. Beniers takes a big hit now as he dumps that one down. Haig wins the foot battle. And now over to Barbashev. Barbashev up for Jack Eichel. The man is hunting for number 50 on the season. White Cloud back down low in front. Mark Stone now. Mark Stone cuts to the front of the net. And with a hard shot, Decord. It's not Decord anymore, so they actually made a change. I don't even know who their backup is, to be honest with you. But he'll steer that one into the corner. They used to have Grubauer. I don't know what happened to him. I don't think he still plays with them, but I could be mistaken. Jack Eichel now with the face-off. He loses that one. As for how the scoring's going in this one, Jared McCann has been very good on the face-off dot tonight. Like, he's really won some golden opportunities. But unfortunately for Seattle, who has looked pretty strong in this one, Vegas is just a whole different beast tonight. Scoring at a ridiculous rate. Milestones still to be achieved. Everybody's looking like they're ready for the playoffs in fine goal-scoring form. Burakovsky now has that puck poked off by Noah Hannafin, and now Keegan Colasar will drop down low. And come on, Eichel, you got to get off the net. I know you want your 50th, brother, but you're exhausted, my man. So waiting for Nicholas Waugh to get on the ice. I think there may have been a weird line change that now is preventing Eichel. He does make a dash towards the bench. Finally, on his last legs. Make sure he avoids getting into trouble. And now Dorofeyev. Haven't had his name in our sights in a long time, but he's making a play. He's making a strong effort. Gets that one down low. Nicholas Waugh wins that battle. Pietrangelo cuts to the middle. And it is Grubauer. Okay. I wasn't sure if they were still playing Grubauer this year, but not bad, not bad. Face off now for Nicholas Waugh. Third line stays on the ice. He'll win that one cleanly, full pressure, and Pietrangelo tries giving a pass back to Noah Hannafin, who was trying to crisscross with him. Unexpected that pass. They will go the other way, but now Keegan Colasar will dump this one down low, give chase. He'll put pressure on Dunn, but Dunn's able to move the puck over to his Defensive partner, Montour. Montour spots Bjorkstrand. It's a good give-and-go pass, and not much he can do there as Pietrangelo and Hannafin did a great job getting back into the passing lane, forcing him to take that shot. So it started as kind of a sloppy game. We've kind of found our game here late. 22 saves on 25 shots. Again, nothing remarkable, but doing enough of what we need to do to make sure we give our team a chance to win. Stevenston with a shot on net. We're kind of scrambling to get back on our feet. A wide shot there, trying to find that top corner. William Karlsson, probably, like, even with Hurdle's hat trick, I gotta say William Karlsson is probably my top star in this one. I think you gotta give it to Hurdle just because he's got the 3 goals, but all the plays stemming off the stick of William Karlsson, he's found Hurdle in every single one of those situations, even Alexander Holtz for that matter. Hurdle continues his dominant performance in the face-off dot. A fluffy shot on net, and looked like Hurdle tried to spot Pietrangelo, but Burakovsky did a good job to pick him off. Eberle now trading spots with Larson, and a big save as we're sprawled to the ground here, and another big save. Eberle goes crashing into the net. His head stuck in the post. We're going to watch this breakout pass in just a minute, but we made a couple big saves here. We might as well acknowledge them. It's Eberle with a big shot, and we do the complete splits. I mean, total splits here. We're going to go right in on bird's eye view for a nice shot of a split. Look at that performance. The athleticism coming out of the young man is just remarkable here. You love to see that. He gets back to his feet in time, scrambles, and look at this big save. Another poke check. This time I didn't do that, but we get in there with the pad. Eberle takes a tumble, and now we go the other way with Alexander Holtz back to William Karlsson. I probably should have let the play continue for a moment longer because I didn't realize they were 2-0. But nonetheless, Grubauer makes a couple big saves, now up to 41 shots in this one. Are the Vegas Golden Knights, 5 minutes left in the third period. It is definitely a shooting gallery in this game, and sometimes that's just exactly what you need. Late in the season, a lot of good defensive efforts. It's fun sometimes to just have a game split wide open and a lot of really good grade A scoring opportunities. Now Jared McCann down low, exhausted on the final legs of his shift, looking for an outlet pass. He does find it in Dunn. Dunn back to Montour, in front to Dunn, and a give and go between the two defensive men. Reading our reads right now are looking pretty stellar. We're kind of picking up on what some of these Seattle players like to do. And it's Whitecloud back up to Nicholas Hague. Hague under pressure. And just the miscommunication by these two guys is a little scary from time to time. Hague unsure where to put that puck. He gives it away, but Holtz is there first. Karlsson up to Thomas Hurdle. Hurdle back into the center of the ice. He's already got 3, make it 4. Thomas Hurdle has a 4-goal game here and now 31 on the season. And he is just getting to greasy spots. He is getting to open ice. It doesn't matter where you put him. He is finding the back of the net. And here he battles 2, maybe even 3 players. Avoids double hit. And big rig Thomas Hurdle activates and finds this one over the pad of Grubauer, who really was left all alone to take that shot again and unable to find a save for the Kraken. Now 8-3, and now I think you got to give the first star without a doubt to Thomas Hurdle, who is just have a day. Needed the hat trick to find his 30th, decides to get one more, and the period's not even done with 2 minutes left. Montour under pressure now. Vince Dunn spots Bjorkstrand. The crowd is absolutely electric here at the T-Mobile Arena. They are ready, like I said, for playoffs. They're loud and proud. They want Lord Stanley back in the building. And the second chapter of Season 1 is just about upon us. As Stevenson looks to give a cross-seam pass, loses that. Now Mark Stone will head the other way. Brandon Montour, he picks up the puck and gives it up to Tolvanen. Tolvanen, 52 seconds, comes offside. Wow. I did not expect that in today's video, to be honest with you. I know we've talked all season long about big performances and so much offense from the guys in front of us, but this is just a whole other level. Everybody is just getting involved, and you love to see it as Pietrangelo turns that puck right in front of the net. Sometimes they can lose that and it squirts free, not this time. Eichel cuts back in front. Barbashev trying to get there, but he loses that battle. Jaden Schwartz finds Matthew Beniers. Beniers pushed off the puck, and Yanni Gord down low, and a crisscross pass. Where is this one as we just decide to hold the middle of our net, and it was a good thing we did get the pad in front just in time. We'll risk holding on to the post here. What an effort here by Gord down low. just working both Vegas players off the puck. It goes free now. Barbashev spots Thomas Hertl. Can he make it 5? He's got a burst of speed. Man, he's looking good in these games. He's so big and he has such power to his play. No pun intended being on a power forward. But my oh my, does he look strong. We'll make one final save there. And the boys are loving this as we're in the final few games of the season and we are packing on goal after goal. The kid gets another win, trying to fight for that Calder late in the season. I do believe we'll get one more game, but we're going to simulate and find out. And what an effort from the boys in front of us. That play right there is so good as well. This was unbelievable sequence. Something you just never really used to see computers do. I mean, I give EA a lot of crap about their games and a lot of bad stuff about how the current state of online game is, but their hockey iCUE system for offline really works wonders when it gets going, and it's really fun to watch, so at least they figured that out. But what a performance. William Karlsson will pick up 4 assists on the night. I believe he assisted every single one of Hertl's goals. I believe Alexander Holtz did as well. But the story definitely is not about me in that one. Not even a 9 save percentage, but at the end of the day, we didn't need it. We didn't even need close to it. Sometimes you're going to have okay, medium to okay games like that. It was enough. We picked up another 2 points, another win in our 30th game we've played in. Not 30th game starting. Remember, there is a difference between that. And we improve our record to 18, 7, and 4, and still have that 916 save percentage. All right, let's go ahead and simulate to the weekend. Aiden Hill will get the 3rd last start against the Nashville Predators. We'll win that one too, and I don't even know what to say anymore. It's not even a surprise. Like, the fact that we don't have 70 wins this season is the surprise. Like, that's just how good they've been. We put a lot of points in a 5-hole last time. What do we really need to clean up here before we head into the playoffs? Our speed is still so damn low. We just bump it up to... Just bump it up to 77? Is that the play? That doesn't... You have to use all of it. I think that's the play. Get speed and agility up 1 more point. I gotta think we're playing one of these 2 games, but you just never know. So we're not playing... Do we get the final game of the year? We will get the final game of the year. You gotta be kidding me. We're gonna have to... Oh, wait. We won in that game. No! No! See, this is what I hate about EA. I got put in that game and let in goals, and now my record took a hit because of it. I really wish they made a pop-up that said, hey, the coach is putting you in this game. Would you like to play out the remainder of that one? Man, EA, if you could do anything, the tiniest addition to this Be a Pro would be that. Because now, well, it's not much. I probably let in, I would say, probably 2 goals in that game on very few shots. And it does hurt your performance. I know it's not a big deal, and I don't care if we win the Calder or not. Like, come on, guys. Anyway, we are getting the final game of the season. We are battling the Vancouver Canucks. It's the last time. We're sitting at a 54-20-7 team record. We'll try and make that 55 wins in the final game. Let's see how these last 2 games broke down. So it was all, I mean, there you go. It was all Calgary in the first period. That's probably why we got put in. 5 straight goals in a very small amount of time as well. Then it was Alex Holtz from Hague and Hertl, Dorofeyev from Pietrangelo and Colasar, and Zari getting the 6th goal for Calgary. So not the greatest performance by Aiden Hill by any means, but where was the other game? We played on what, Saturday? So the second game there, we had Holtz get his 36th, Howden getting his 4th, so a very weird line, a 4th line goal. Yossi getting his 10th. Eichel did get to 50. There you go. So we were hoping he'd get there. He did get there. Barbashev picking up his 24th. And another good game by all the boys in the top 6 lineup. But anyway, there you have it, guys. I was hoping that maybe there was a chance we didn't start this game so we could just dive into the playoffs in the next one. But we do have one more game ahead of us. It's going to be a special one. Maybe we'll wear a different jersey. Last game of the season, a rematch against the Vancouver Canucks. That's it. That's it before playoffs. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell so you get a notification anytime we go live. And we'll catch you back here in the next one. Take care of yourself, guys, and bye for now.